It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, February 22nd, 2016. And good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning, February 22nd. Back to work, back to school. Your top story at 7:30 a.m. on this Monday morning is for 7 hours now. Shooter drove from one target to another. Police some gunned down victims at random and between shooters. He apparently picked up passenger for Uber as a Michigan shooter spree. As the shooter, Jason Dalton, killed 6 people. Early this morning, Apple CEO Tim Cook sent an email after the police about the FBI's request to unlock an iPhone with a subject line, "Thank you for your support." Washington, Donald Trump signed over an announcement to win the Republican presidential nomination as some distinctly traditional topics of trappings, offices, and employees across the country. The ban fell into most since March 2009 after London Mayor Boris Johnson won the UK's most powerful politicians and the campaign for Britain to leave the European Union in the June referendum. Virgin McClellan's life isn't easy. Last winter, she battled bedbugs in Washington, D.C. property. The year, Megan snowstorm students on top news time for several days as a 106-year-old finally meets her mom and dances like a schoolgirl. The former beauty queen spoke on TV Saturday night discovered her husband El Chapo's roles as family man and danger faced beyond bars, but is she just a part of the larger game? Kids are besieged detained by police for a 4th time in 8 days in Uganda as he is escorted a police vehicle in Kampala today. The Islamic State bomb strikes serious struggles. A 1-year-old baby Australia was placed in an offshore detention center with her family on the island of the nation and now will be sent back there despite a widespread public protest to keep her nearly 300 others in the country. Istanbul, Turkey's military said on Monday it killed 14 Kurdish militants during its offensive against the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party in the southeast of the country. New Delhi, more than 10 million people in Delhi, India. The national capital territory where water after reports of some jobs seized the city's main water source. Austin, when Texas conservative legislation passed a law requiring public universities to allow concealed guns on campus, so it gives the state private institution of higher learning than the chance of all suit. Charles Cox said he agreed with Bernie Sanders that the country's political and economic system is rigged in favor of the privileged few, and he agrees that the criminal justice system needs reform, but he has drastically different ideas on how to fix these problems. A Virginia law required voter to show photo identification goes on trial in federal court on Monday, with Democrat officials claiming the discriminatory they aimed at the keeping party voters from casting ballots. Nobody was in charge of the Coach Bunch caught fire yesterday in Lake Forest, Illinois. Fire officials said approximately 40 passengers and the mega bus driver evacuated the double decker bus when fire crews arrived to scene at 12:15 p.m. London shares rose in Europe and Asia on Monday, noted by higher oil and commodity prices, while sterling fell against the dollar and euro. On concerns Britain may leave the vote to leave the European Union. The well-filled in South California gas companies' huge Aliso Canyon storage facilities invoked into the worst of energy fears, snuffed out power lights, rolled blackouts and a substitute, and a rabble for the modern age. Oil markets will begin to rebound in 2017 thanks to fall in U.S. production and better decline, will prove short-lived as efficiency gains will push the U.S. London, Eurozone private business growth increased in its weakest pace for over a year and very much worse than expected after activity slowed in Germany and contracts in France, and a survey showed on Monday. In Oklahoma City, seismic activity shale rich Oklahoma was burned again when the U.S. Geological Survey recorded 3 minor events in less than 24 hours as of Monday. Bismarck, North Dakota, exploration and protection activity in North Dakota continued to test at new lows as rain count dropped 7% from last week's state data showed. Quantum Witness gives way to intuitive behavior new experiment. NASA's latest record-breaking applicant pool included more than 9,000 applicants for every astronaut slot. Society has long held that when people commit wrongdoing, they cannot shoot as possibly found, claiming that they were just following orders. A man in Florida is photographed dragging a shark out of the ocean and this picture taken with animals. The incident quickly drew outrage from people on social media who called it an act of cruelty towards the sea creature. The prevalence of human papillomavirus infections among teenage girls in the United States has dropped by more than 60% since a new vaccine against the cancer-causing virus. Residents of the decade according to a new study. A new research by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has unveiled two important issues which could have an impact on health. There are many health-related drawbacks associated with drinking too much coffee, such as insomnia and irritable bowel syndrome, but scientists believe they have uncovered a positive effect. Scientists believe coffee can help protect from liver disease. Okay, take a look at the stocks now. 63.91.99, that's 21.44 points. SP 500, 1917.78, and Nasdaq 4,504.43. Peter Cello News Time, 7:36. Time out for spot support here. Last night, the Boston Celtics defeat the Denver Nuggets 121-101 in Denver, Colorado. Today, the Celtics will be in Minneapolis at 8 o'clock, take out Minnesota Timberwolves, while the Boston Bruins be in a Garden, take out Columbus Blue Jackets here. And the Norton Lancers boys basketball team will wrap up their regular season against the Hawks and Oilers at Norton High School at 6:30 p.m. Danny Allen knew his state 500 Nancy way back in second grade. Fort Myers, Florida. Purple Sun Ball arrived to the Red Sox spring training camp Sunday morning. Luke to Justin Big E's Luke when he arrived last spring. Chicago has Kobe Bryant field questions about ahead of his 15th and final game at the United Center. The Lakers legend and an era nostalgia really called it the first time he stood for the side of the house that Mike Bull, Jordan Bill. Okay, take a look at New England influence here. Mason Rapture. A 2-0 fire, 13-16, Brookline Road at Parker's Maple Bar. Delayed. Cruise working on fire. 1.5 story wood frame restaurant. Peter Cello News Time, 7:37 here on this. On this Monday morning, back to work, back to school. Time Alpha, a travel report here. Baby! Let's start you off. Down and down there in the Providence vicinity here, where 95 on the southbound side. It is sold from the S Curve to protect all here to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side. Sold from Route 50 to Route 95 downtown Providence here. 6 connector is sold from Route 6 to the downtown Providence right. Route 95. 95 on the northbound side. It is sold from the airport connector and work all the way at the Route 10 President break again from Atwells Avenue all the way at the Route 185 in Providence here. 185 on the westbound side. It is sold from East Providence on Route 114 to the Fox Point River Bridge in Providence here. 146 in both ends sold from 146A and North Smithfield Island, Route 99, Lakewood Island here. East Bay bridges are looking good. Jamestown, Newport, and Mud bridges are looking good here. 95 is looking good on both ends from Warwick all the way out to Westerly here. 195 in the eastbound side, and it is sold from Somerset on 103 all the way out to Margaret Bridge and Fall River here. On in the Cape, Route 6 is looking from San Juan to all leads. Trade is looking good from Board to Falmouth here. 44 on the westbound side and eastbound side is a little sort of the Middleburg stretch here. 95 on the northbound side sold from before Route 128 gets to 24 on the northbound side. Also before Route 120 gets to due to a rollover around Route 120 to 24 to Red Off, so expect a lot of delays. Here's 120 expected for the split all the way at the Punkmog Road, 120 on the northbound side. It is sold. After Route 130 gets it all the way before Route 24 in Randolph here. Route 3 on the northbound side. It is slow from Route 3, it is sold from Derby Street, England, audio, the Main Street split, Stafford Expressway, both ends sold from the Main Street split, audio, and the Mass Pike, 93 on the northbound side, a little sofa, the Pike, all the way at the Nezaken Bridge. 93 on the southbound side, sold from 128 in Running all the way to the second bridge, Route 1 of the stop outside. It is slow from 16 and all the way out to the Zaki Bridge in Charlestown. Mass back in the eastbound side. So from Route 9 to Fairway all the way out to the Ulster Bar tolls here. 120 is up outside here. So from 28 ridden all the way out to Route 2 in Lexington here. Route 2 to the westbound side. So for the Lexington stretch, Route 2 to the eastbound side. It's so from Route 60 in Belmont all the way out to the Fresh Park, Parkway, Cambridge through the Dax. Route 2 eastbound side. The White Parkway, so expect some delays here. Route 3 is up outside here. So from Lowell all the way out to Millwick here. 9395, looking good from 120 to New Hampshire border here. 495, northbound side it is. So from Hockland all the way out to Route 9 in Westbury here. Route 290 in the eastbound side is so from Pike all the way at the Route 9 in Worcester. 146 on the northbound side. So before 290 in Worcester here. In Springfield, 91 on the northbound side. So from Ackerbob all the way out to Route 291 in Springfield here. Out in Hartford here. 91 on the northbound side. So from Route 9 in Middletown all the way at the downtown Hartford. 91 on the southbound side. So from the Woodslocks all the way at the downtown Hartford, IE 40 the eastbound side. So from Farmington all the way at the Hartford here, IE 40 to the westbound side. So from the Manchester stretch here, IE 40 in the eastbound side. Also after Route 8 in Torrington here, 95 at the southbound side. So from Route 8 in Bridgeport all the way at the Norwalk here. Wilbur Cross Parkway, so from Bridgeport to the Norwalk here, 95 at the southbound side. Slope before Route 91 in New Haven, Connecticut here, and on 95 at the northbound side, we got an accident here in New Haven, Connecticut, around Route 162 in West Haven, so expect some delays here. And 95 at the northbound side, also over the Greenwich stretch here. Up in Albany, IE7 at the southbound side is slow. We got an accident here on IE7 at the southbound side, around Route 7 to Troy, so expect some delays on IE7 south from Boston all the way out to Troy. New York, Florida, and then the eastbound side, so from Schenectady all the way out to IE7 at Albany here. Highways in Vermont are looking good here. Up in 93 and southbound side up in New Hampshire here. It is slow doing that accident here on 93 to the southbound side around Route 102 in New Hampshire, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, highways in the Granite State are looking good here. In Maine, Tobago looking good from York to Augusta via Portland. 295 looking good from Portland to Augusta, and 95 looking good from Augusta up into Fulton via Bangor, Maine here. And take a look at MBTA alerts here. Subway system is looking good here. Commuter rail looking good here. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chell News Time is now 7:42 into the morning time. Now 7:43 on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school here. Time now for a weather report here. And looking at the radar is clear as a whistle here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, Saskatchewan about 43 degrees. North about 6 to 8 miles an hour here. Tonight, most coast got about 20 degrees. North about 6 miles an hour here. For Tuesday, Port Saskatchewan with a 139 degrees. This one about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Tuesday, chance of snow before 2 a.m. Then freeze rate and sleet likely before 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Then the rain likely after 4 a.m. Most coast got about 29 degrees. And the office about 7 miles an hour. Just make sure 7% news to sleet accumulation less than 1 inch possible. Wednesday, rain 146 degrees. The office about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Just make sure 8%. Wednesday, rain low at 44 degrees. And just make sure 9%. Thursday, rain minimum for 1 p.m. High at 59 degrees. And just make sure 8%. Thursday, most coast got about 33 degrees. And Friday, Port Saskatchewan about 41 degrees. Friday night, podcast got about 22 degrees. Saturday, most of the podcasts got about 37, about 25 degrees. And for Sunday, most of us got about 36 degrees. Currently here in Knocknitz, 34 degrees with podcast got humidity at 64%. And that's me for the Peter Child Modern News on this February 22nd, 2069 on Monday morning. Peter's here. Have a good day with a good presentation here. Have a good morning here.